My friends, this has been a rough year for everyone, but especially for teenagers. Many of our young people have missed out on experiences that define the teenage years. Think back to memories and moments that kind of shaped your life when you were young. Things like the prom, homecoming, going to games. Things just being with a group of people that defines who you are with that group of people and the lessons that you learn. Well, with COVID, our teenagers have really missed out on a lot of this. COVID, my friends, has caused more problems for teen mental health than we can even express. So, my friends, I'm Jeff Yalden, teen mental health and suicide prevention expert with Here Tomorrow, a mental health collaborative in Neptune Beach. I've been working with schools and school communities for the past 30 years. Teens are my love and my passion. I love working with families and school communities. Listen, a teenager's social emotional development is also hinged on their brain development, hormones and neurotransmitters. Erik Erikson's theory of development says that it is during this time that an adolescent will begin to develop and question their own sense of self. And so in this day of social media, it's becoming more difficult to find who you are and where you belong. Teenagers are also inundated with images that speak to their self-worth and their comparison of other people. A pioneer in social media and the psychology of its impact on esteem and mental health is Jonathan Bertrand. Bertrand's position is that social media use has a profound impact on the development of self and often interferes with mental health and esteem-related issues. And so combine that with Erikson's work, and my friends, you have a bit of a potentially disastrous combination. So with that being said, I want to share with you 3 tips to help your teenager boost their self-esteem. Tip number 1, avoid excessive exposure to social media. In my book, Teen Suicide, The Why Behind Today's Suicide Epidemic, I write that more than 4 or 5 hours a day on your devices, and you're 70% more likely to have major depression and other mental health conditions. So, whenever possible, eliminate or just really dramatically reduce the use of social media. Let me also add emphasis to social media being recognized as part of one's self-esteem issues. Here's the deal. If you or your teenager struggles with body image, lifestyle comparison, or feelings of inadequacy, social media may be a piece of that puzzle, part of the problem. Here's what I'm trying to suggest. Setting some limits, like turning off all technology a couple of hours before bed and limiting overall the time that one spends on social media. Trust me, this is a great place to start. As a matter of fact, no child should be sleeping with their devices. I'm just saying. However, understand this. It might be difficult as you get resistance from your teenager. I get it. But then you might consider having some conversations about the impact of social media and also invite your child, teenager into the conversation rather than it being a lecture. And I know the first 24 hours is like taking candy from a baby. But I promise you, after 24 hours, it'll be like you have a new teenager. Your child's going to be like, "Mom, let's bake!" And you'll be like, "Where'd this kid come from?" So, social media, limit the use. Number 2, use thought stopping. This is another strategy, thought stopping. And here's what it is. My friends, we can't control a thought when it comes into our head, but we can control what we do with the thought. So don't hang on to this negative thought. Instead, say stop and think of something else. And I promise you, over time, this will help to create new neutral connections in your brain instead of circling that negativity drain. So a negative thought, stop, think of something positive right away. Over time, you'll get better at this. So here's what I want you to do. Whether it's you or you're helping your teen understand that they can have control over how they handle thoughts. And this is a powerful way to build self-esteem. Think of it this way. Situations become thoughts. Thoughts become feelings. Feelings become behaviors. Stop the negative thoughts. Another term that I like to use is behavioral activation. If it's not right, change the thought. If you're doing something you don't want to do, change and do something you want to do. If you're miserable, change it and find happiness. Motion changes emotion. Thoughts, you have control. And so tip number 3, build mastery, man. Find an activity that you enjoy and work towards building mastery in that activity. See, this not only encourages you to find a group of people that have similar interests, but it will also build your sense of worth within yourself and within that group of like-minded people. I don't know, start by sampling some things that you have a little bit of an interest in and explore them. Check it out. If it's a sport, commit to the season. If it's a new hobby or a school club, give it at least 3 months of your time. Don't give up on one day. Don't give up on one experience. My friends, building mastery is a great way to solidify your confidence. So in short, let me just say this. Put down the devices and get more involved. And I'm going to leave you with a bonus. 3 things I think young people need: sleep, better nutrition, and you need to get more involved. My friends, thanks for listening. I'm Jeff Yalden. Take care.